गुलाबी आंखें जो तेरी देखी शराबी ये दिल हो गया. Hey, hold on. This is not me who is going to sing. Welcome back to another episode of Raw and Real with Shikha. Today, we have a man behind Raaga Factory. His voice blends Bollywood with pure fire. He's performed with Shankar Ehsaan Loy, Ayushman Khurrana. And while you may know him, the glam side, today we are meeting none other than the real Rohit, the artist, dreamer, the dad, the finance guy, all in one. Welcome, Rohit, on Raw and Real with Shikha.
Thank you so much, Shikha. Thank you so much for having me here. I think जो गाना आपने गा दिया, it was supposed to be. I was supposed to sing that when I saw you like in this attire. So
You can sing 2 lines of that.
I will keep it for later for sure.
Thank
because
you
आप
so
इतना अच्छा
much.
गाए उसके बाद तो मेरा बनता ही नहीं है.
Oh my God, no. We would really like to hear. I think I'm sure मेरे viewers को आपकी voice सुनना बहुत पसंद आएगा. Let's come back to the question what I have for you today.
Done. Rapid fire कर रहे हो या कैसे कर रहे हो?
Rapid fire, we'll do it for the later.
वो भी है?
वो भी है.
I'll do
Okay.
this.
So Rohit, how do you fuse electronic beats with Bollywood music?
So, electronic beats is something which, let me define it first. Electronic is not rock. So, we don't have a distortion guitar or something. So, we have a powerhouse in our melody, which is my partner, Shashwat. He's on the keyboards and he takes the MIDI keyboard and the keyboard on a two-tier and he hammers in all the electronic melodies that comes out from there. So basically, whenever we take a song up, and we try to blend whatever the fusion we do, kind of trickle in our own melodies in it. Shash plays an important role, and that's when it's mostly to do with the equipment, the technology, which is electronic, and which is I think is missing because rock तो I think काफी जने करते हैं यहाँ पे, and like in Bollywood specifically, but there's rock Bollywood, there's fusion Bollywood, but there's no electro fusion, so that's what we try to bring in.
What is that difference? Like electro Bollywood when you say, and you said that you use a certain instrument.
Right.
तो कौन सा instrument आप use करते हो?
It's the MIDI keyboard. So
MIDI
basically, the sound that comes out is actually generated in a computer. So you get to download a lot of tones and a lot of patches from the internet. You have to pay for those. Like those are like the Omnisphere and everything.
Okay.
So when you incorporate that into a song, it gives out a very different feel than a normal fusion जहाँ पे तबला लेके अंग्रेजी गाना कर रहे हो या हिंदी गाने में पियानो डाल रहे हो. So that's also a kind of a fusion, but electronic fusion is more to do with the sound of it. So the electronic sounds come in and replaces the entire arrangement of the song.
All right. Okay. So, what is that reality behind, following your passion and having a practical job, Rohit?
So it goes back to my childhood where music was coming in from my grandmother's side, and the corporate job. My grandfather was a chartered accountant. He had his own firm, made his millions. So there we had. So when we were born, and everybody, we got a hack, yaar. ये भी CA बनेगा, ये भी कमाएगा. But when we were in a gathering where music is happening and everything, and that's where I kind of understood that that's going to be also integral part of our life, and then we would need to choose. But in the end, to keep everyone happy, we couldn't choose. So we kept on doing our finance courses, and we kept on doing our music. And after that, it's history. What happened?
Yes. Tell us about your first stage moment. As you said that it started from childhood. What was that emotions, or I say feelings, you were going through at that time?
I was assigned a Guruji, Sri Krishnendu Bhattacharya. So he would have an annual day every other music school annual day and all. So I think I was 3 months into my training with him when I got into on the stage. I was asked to sing a song. So I don't remember honestly much about that moment, but because later on when I did something in music and I was getting noticed in music, that's when I was told that it was at the age of 5 when I took my first stage. So,
Yeah.
so it was pretty. I don't remember much about that, but having said that, I do remember instances where we just went for a club meeting and everything, and then suddenly from stage my name was called. I was not even ready. So these moments were also there.
Uh-huh.
So those were the moments that I actually remember. Ki at the spur of the moment, mera naam bulaya, and I had to go on stage and just sing some songs. And
Do you remember the song?
it was, I think, Nazul Giti or something. Uh, if
Sing one line for us.
it goes. It's a Bengali song. Nazul Giti is a Bangladesh artist, Nazrul Islam. So his song was like. নিশিনি ঝুমো ঘুমো নাহি আসে হে প্রিয় কোথা তুমি দূর প্রবাসে নিশিনি ঝুমো ঘুমো নাহি আসে. I didn't sing it that well at that
Wow,
point
I
in
mean,
time, so.
this is superb.
Yeah.
So, did you know that even then, music was going to be your life? Like at the age of 5, जब आपने ये गाना गाया?
I think I realized, as I said, it's going to be an integral part of my life, but I did not know that I would pursue that so strongly later on in life. Because बचपन से क्या होता था, घर में ऐसे जश्न बैठते थे, and everybody would come. My grandmother, my father, they are related to a lot of eminent artists of Kolkata. So all those people would come, and I would see quality, what is actual quality, and that
Yeah.
would be like, wow, like this is so good. And my dad would bring a keyboard at home for a few weeks from his friend, and I would fiddle with it. So all these things were there. It obviously intrigued me a lot, and I knew that it's going to be a part of life, but never thought it's going to be as serious as this.
Is it like Bengali family है, so musical background तो होगा ही होगा? Is it that
हाँ,
scene?
तो वहाँ पे बोलते हैं कि इट्स अ सेकंड लाइन ऑफ डिफेंस. हाँ, ये बीकॉम करके बंदा फेल हो गया तो गाना में
तो
घुस
गाना
जाएगा, नहीं तो
बजाना.
थिएट्रिक्स में घुस जाएगा, कुछ
Okay.
कुछ तो. सो वी बिलीव, आई थिंक द कल्चर इज स्टिल देयर दैट दे डू these parallel profession when it comes to the art side of it, and then there's an academic one.
All right. Okay. So, I mean, what is that soul behind Raaga Factory? Why Raaga Factory?
Because the name was actually interesting when back in 2013 the band was formed, and at that point of time there was a dearth of good music bands and good there was a missing platform for upcoming artists. So we thought we'll take the opportunity to bring these artists on this platform called Raaga Factory. So it's a factory where we were generating a lot of talent, a lot of artists, and then it was actually 9-10 artists at one show, and we had good eminent presence of a lot of people, including the Indian consulate, the High Commissioner there. So the name Raaga Factory was to actually bring in a lot of people under one roof and project their talent to the fraternity of Dubai.
Wow. You ever had a moment where the audience didn't get it? Like, ये electro music, electro beats क्या है?
काफी सारे टाइम है ना, पूरा रात बीत जाएगा ऐसे. So
बताओ.
it's so
कोई एक moment बताओ.
So basically when we used to perform in clubs and pubs also after COVID, and on one of the days there'll be like hardly any people performing, hardly any people who's come, because it's the middle of the week and probably they have already spent. It was a long weekend, and then following a long weekend, nobody really goes to a pub to spend more during the week.
Correct.
Right. So tab we had a handful of people, and what used to happen was they would want to dance.
Correct.
Okay. And as a band, okay, we can do 2 hours of dance. Uske baad kya?
उसके बाद.
Okay, मेरा drummer तो heart attack हो जाएगा उसका. So if we go beyond 2 hours and all.
Yeah.
So the audience not getting it has happened, but what has happened most of the time is we swung it back to to a moment where we gave them what they wanted, along with what we wanted. Because at the end of the day, it's your energy that you're
Yeah.
passing on, and that's what matters.
Yeah, it has to be win-win for both the
Absolutely,
sides.
and that's what has happened.
Rohit, tell us about Smart Idol. How did it begin?
There were five of us. The president of Smart, the founder was Rex. We gathered in a room. Rex called me, and I was working in a company called MCN at that point in time, where Arun was also there. And Arun and Rex called me up and said, "Hey, we need to talk to you. We need some ideas." And also, so they said that we are doing this with. At that point in time, they were teaching English. They said there were a lot of talent in what can we do with it, and so. At that point of time, I said, hey, I mean, what we can do is we can do a lot of things. We can do these competitions. We can go to the camps. We can hold an audition. We can take them out. We can groom them, screen them, and then take them to a platform where they compete with each other.
Right.
And the winner, we take that winner forward to a journey that probably just kickstarts there and never ends in his musical career. So the growth path was very much laid down there. So that's how it all started. And he was very impressed. And that's how it kicked off. I think in 2011, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
What was the struggle behind it? Like, any permissions were required? What all like you've gone through?
Rules were a little relaxed at that point of time, I would say, very honestly. But what happened was uh, approaching camps, okay, and they were a little iffy. Some camps were like, अरे अपना बंदा अभी मशहूर हो जाएगा, famous हो जाएगा तो problem हो जाएगा,
Correct.
and all those. So they had these approach and all. So we had to assure them, and some camps were really nice. They wanted their talent to grow. So the only challenge was like convincing the camp bosses. And I think permission wise, the government, although I was always with us, so that helped us a lot. And now they are actively involved also because they have liked what we are doing, and they have gotten themselves involved, and we have always gotten the support of the government of Dubai.
Right. So it was always easy for them to come out from that zone and, getting this platform. Like, did you manage to convince them?
When I was initially doing it, I did see that they used to draw a line, and it's a very normal mentality for that fraternity, I would say, because they don't know what lies ahead, right? There is a lot of uncertainty.
Correct.
कि आज उन लोगों को, if you give them a lot of money, they won't know what to do, probably, and they would then probably indulge in something activities which may not be good for them.
Good for them. Correct.
So it was a challenge, but the conversation with the artist fraternity from that group was easier. Because artist का कीड़ा होता है ना, and if you just hit the right points, I think they do understand where we're coming from.
तो कोई ऐसा incident where a contestant has shaken you up?
There was a contestant called Ijaz, and Ijaz did like he came in from, I remember Abu Dhabi mein he used to just be a rider in a restaurant. And what happened was he heard about this audition on the radio, and he just came down for the audition. He was one of the best singers I've heard in that zone where the blue collar brothers are singing. And then of course, there was no doubt that he would win that particular competition of that year. So Smart Idol competition, he won it, and we had a lot of people from the television fraternity there. One picked him up for a song which was serial se pehle ek hota hai na, Rishton ki Pooja. So he sang one of the songs with Shafqat Amanat Ali in ZTV.
Wow.
For just before the serial.
I mean, he got that platform.
He got that platform, and he performed with us also in Raaga Factory in front of a full house where all the Pakistani consulate, the Indian consulate, they were all present there. And then it was an up grab for him, but unfortunately we lost him to cancer. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, life is so uncertain.
It is. Make the most of it.
Make the most of it. So true. My next question is, what is that one thing performing at the elite private event?
मैं बोला I'm not supposed to talk about it, but since you have asked it,
Yes.
well, एक हुआ था कि I get this sudden call one day before this particular event, so तो मैं बोला हाँ किधर है ये and I would give it to Kanasa Events who's helped me get this back this gig. So so she was telling me everything except किसके घर पे है, कहाँ पे है, who's the client, क्या करना है, नहीं सिर्फ गिटार लेके and I said, okay, and then I called my techie Anurag Tripathi, who's from Tripinator. I said, Anurag, I have this thing. I have got no clue what's happening. I need you to be with me because I don't know what's happening. So मुझे फिर एक address दिया गया. At 5 a.m. in the morning, the gig got confirmed. So we were like going back and forth, Kyachi and Ichi and all those. It was, it's just that the event planner said that you won't regret this gig. Just do it. I
Yes,
said, okay,
just do
fine, I got it. Then I get the address. And then once I get the address, I kind of get to know who they are. And that's when I arrive. And then, yeah, I mean, I don't have any memories of that except a selfie with the house manager because my phones were sealed off. So,
Of course.
but it was great performing for them. There were only 10 of them, but that's it.
So have you ever thought like, or imagine how did I get there? That feeling, wo
It was
moment.
really, it was surreal. But I'll tell you, the team I had, like Anurag was there, Jeff was there, Anasua was there. They, like looking at them, for them it was a normal day, and that's what kept me calm. Like, yeah, it's pretty normal. You know, you're an artist, just do your job, and you know, get out of there, and you do your thing, do your magic, and it was magic. So I was hired for 90 minutes. They made me play for 3 hours 15 minutes because they were liking it. So I was happy.
Great. So you said finance by day and then music. क्या करते हो आप? Like कैसे manage करते हो? And you are a super dad of a 5-year-old kid. So tell us more about the other side.
Finance is, I love Microsoft Excel. Let's put it this way. Let's start there.
Yes.
ठीक है. Excel is something that intrigues me. वो template बनाना,
I
formula
get always
डालना, this and that.
confused.
So definitely that has played a very pivotal role in me getting into finance.
So we look up formula सीखने के लिए आपके पास आए.
हाँ एकदम आ जाओ कभी भी आ जाओ. So it's very interesting actually.
Yes.
So if you, it's all about logic. So you make these templates and all. So I'll tell you why the finance bit happened. So I am a BCom honors graduate. Okay, I did my ACCA first module. But why did I do these things? It's because obviously I said my grandfather was a CA. But when I came to the UAE, I came in as a music instructor, okay, in a school. But I wanted to keep music as a passion. So that's when I started looking out for options. And thankfully, here's the second line of defense, which here, in this case, my finance was the second line of defense.
Okay.
I moved to the corporate world in advertising agency, and that's when it intrigued me. And it's advertising also. You know, you can wear this as a finance manager and walk into your office.
Yes.
Nobody will tell you anything. And that's the reason I hardly have any formal clothes. कि अभी कोई interview आ गया तो कैसे जाऊँ? So ऐसा होता है. So yeah, balancing finance and music has, I would say it's easy and it's being lucky because not many people have a life after work.
Of course.
And I love the life after work. Okay, you work, residence visa taken care of, and then evening after hours you're doing your passion. You're just pursuing your passion, and that's how it matters. ठीक है, थोड़ा sleep कम होता है. But artist.
But अगर passion है तो मतलब यही
Exactly.
तो मतलब इसी का नाम बोलते हैं ना, जिंदगी जीना है,
वही.
right?
So work no work, artist रात को ही सोएगा, वो early morning ही सोएगा.
हाँ.
So वैसा ही होता है अपना.
That is good. I mean, I also personally feel कि passion को follow करना चाहिए.
Right.
What is that one obsession behind Japan? क्या है?
I think me and my wife, Kush, we love the culture, we love the food, we love the place, and the fact that the people are so nice out there, and it's a very unique world out there. So we've been there thrice already, and to a lot of places. So I think a combination of all these probably is making us rethink about our retirement plans. Yeah. So yeah.
So do you ever feel like the difference between the split of two worlds?
I don't know how it's gonna be when you stay there for a long time, because one thing is for sure, Dubai spoils you. Even we've gone all over the world. So Australia jao, US jao. If you're a little away from the city, 6 o'clock, sab dukane band. And here at 6 o'clock, you just wake up to, so आज किस जगह पार्टी है, हाँ अच्छा इसके घर पे पार्टी है, चलो 11 बजे घुसते हैं. So nobody can think of such kind of a life. So I don't know if Japan is gonna fit that bill. But I think there are compensatory factors also which should balance it out. Probably the food.
Yeah, the food is very interesting.
Yeah.
So you said your marriage is like Bollywood style. Kya tha? What was that Vidai scene? What happened?
So my wife is a Parsi, a Zoroastrian. So what happened was, it was a love marriage, everything. Her entire family is here. So they are, she's brought up in Dubai. And I was a Kolkata kid. At that point of time, my mom and dad used to stay in Kolkata. So abhi baat karne gaye, everything. So the first Bollywood moment happened when in Bengali marriage, so we don't serve a certain sort of beverage. तो क्या हुआ था कि my mom-in-law, when my dad told my mom-in-law कि हाँ वो तो serve नहीं होगा, my mom-in-law just said, okay, then none from our side will come.
Oh,
And
okay.
I was like, wow. And my mother-in-law, she doesn't speak much. She's like always adapting to everything, saying yes to everything, and stuff. So, and this one thing was like, boom, like, whoa, what just happened? And like sitting in my house, I'm feeling, can I run out of my house, please? So it was like that. But it was such a surreal moment, and it was a point put across. So respect. So eventually that did happen. Sab ho gaya, shaadi hui. So it was intercaste. So I couldn't get married in their system because of whatever reason. So Calcutta mein dhoom dhaam se party hua.
Right.
ठीक है. And then it was time for us to get back and all. My mom started crying. And these guys, I could see my wife, my mother-in-law, they're like, हाँ मिलते हैं, हाँ दुबई मिलते हैं. And my mom was like, okay,
मेरा
भालो
बेटा जा रहा
थाकी, भालो थे, अच्छे से रहना. And I was like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, should I be crying? Somebody has to cry from the spouse, right? Then I asked my wife, should I be crying? Like, you're not crying, so I should. So, like, no, it doesn't work that way. Okay, fine, chalo. So it was that kind of a moment. So yeah,
Wow.
it
Full
can be a movie,
wala.
yeah.
Yes, of course. So, I mean, all above this, when you manage right now a 5-year-old kid, कैसी feeling आ रही है?
It's still sinking in. ठीक है, शादी तो लगता है कि अभी तक भी प्रोबेशन में हूँ. So as a father, I think I try to spend as much time with him, because as an artist, it's not easy. When he sleeps, I'm working, and when I'm working, I'm sleeping. He's out. So that's our time zone. So whatever little time I get, I try to spend with him. And it's not easy, and I've got the support of my wife, Khush. I mean, she is very, very strong and very clear that nothing should come in between me and my music.
Right.
And she supports it 100% every single day of her life. So a huge respect. And my son also understands this part of it. He's proud that I go up on stage and perform. He just tells me, whenever you have a gig in Burj Khalifa, please take me. I say, yeah,
Wow.
I'll take you there.
So he likes music. He enjoys it.
He loves music. I thought that he sees me playing the guitar, playing the piano, sitting on the studio and at home. Okay, I thought he'd pick up one of those, but no, he's mesmerized with the drums.
Wow.
All credit to my drummer in Raaga Factory. That's Moses. So he's obsessed with the way Moses plays, and he's definitely. I've started getting him into drum classes. So it's interesting that घर पे जो है वो घर की मुर्गी डाल बराबर हो गया, and he's like moving to something else which is not present at home.
Right.
So now we are making space for a drum kit at home.
Very nice. So have you ever thought, like जब आपने जापान का बात किया, तो have you ever thought कि अगर हम इसको जापानीज मोड में अगर हम म्यूजिक को डालेंगे तो कैसा होगा?
Japanese mode में music डालना is I would say it's a easy task, but हम लोग का देसी fraternity में the receiving power for such music Japanese लोग ले लेगा कुछ भी Japanese गाने को तबला घुसा दो सितार घुसा दो they would receive it and I think in Dubai particularly it's very streamlined so we can experiment we have not done that yet but I think what would work more are collabs collabs with Japanese artists there are so many Japanese artists and they're so good with their technology of course and they have good voices.
Definitely.
Korean K-pop is a thing now,
yes.
so it's a cult right now. Even in India, it's so vastly छा गया वहाँ पे.
Correct.
So I think yeah, a collab is a good idea.
So,
आप मुझे idea दे दिए. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, you can do that. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
ऐसा हो सकता है ना?
Try
so कौन सा गाना आप गाओगे?
आप बताओ.
Like if you want to sing.
I think we would sing, obviously, something which shows what we are all about.
Yes.
Firstly, okay. So I think I'll start off with something which is Kishore Kumar. उसको बोलेंगे अभी तू गा कुछ.
Correct.
So the song of Kishore Kumar, which is हर शाम आँखों पर तेरा आंचल लहराए हर रात यादों की बारात ले आए मैं सांस लेता हूँ तेरी खुशबू आती है एक महका महका सा पैगाम लाती है मेरे दिल की धड़कन भी तेरी गीत गाती है पल पल दिल के पास तुम रहती हो.
Whoa, superb. Let's start with a rapid fire round.
Okay.
Let's begin with some Bollywood actors.
Okay.
पहले Ajay Devgan or Shah Rukh Khan?
Shah Rukh Khan. I better say that because my wife is a die-hard fan of Shah Rukh.
Okay. Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan.
Shah Rukh Khan again.
Okay. Shah Rukh Khan, Aishwarya Rai.
कौन सा comparison?
Actress से अभी आपने शाहरुख खान वाइफ के लिए बोल दिया, so you will never change शाहरुख खान. Now I know it.
No, यार.
So, like,
give me
let's
choices.
come.
Aishwarya, of course.
Aishwarya.
Yeah.
Okay. She's your favorite.
No, she's not. You're giving
Okay.
me a choice between
So
a boy and a
Aishwarya
girl.
Rai, Shushmita Sen.
Shushmita Sen.
Shushmita Sen.
Yeah.
Shushmita Sen, Rani Mukherjee.
Shushmita Sen.
Shushmita Sen.
Yeah.
Let's come back to the singers now.
Okay.
Kishore Kumar, Mohammed Rafi.
Kishore Kumar.
Kishore Kumar, Arijit Singh.
Kishore Kumar.
Kishore Kumar, Jubin Nautiyal.
Kishore Kumar.
Great. I mean, तो फिर एक और गाना बनता है किशोर कुमार इसी बात पे.
Done. I'll sing you my favorite song of Kishore. So.
I'll also hum.
हर धड़कन में प्यास है तेरी सांसों में तेरी खुशबू है इस धरती से उस अंबर तक मेरी नजर में तू ही तू है प्यार ये टूटे ना प्यार ये टूटे ना तू मुझसे रूठे ना साथ ये छूटे कभी ना तेरे बिना भी क्या जीना ओ साथी रे तेरे बिना भी क्या जीना तेरे बिना भी क्या जीना.
Wow, superb. This was great.
Thank you,
Rohit.
Shekhar.
This was fabulous, Rohit. I want you to give out a message and inspiration towards my audience, like, as per your journey.
I think what one message, firstly, to the artist fraternity, to my colleagues, fellow colleagues everywhere. It's I would always say that stay grounded, because हम लोग creatively बहुत सोचते हैं, बहुत we think deeply. We are in our own world, but when it may not be received well when we put it in words and talk to people, but it's good to stay grounded, good to stay humble, have love, respect for each other, which is very, very important. And to the audience who aspires, to the youngsters who aspires to be an artist, be a singer, be a whatever, and take over the music world, just follow your passion, keep doing what you're doing. Perseverance is the key, and practice will take you a long way.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Shikha.
Thank you. Thank you. This was another electrifying episode of Raw and Real with Shikha. Wait for the next one. Till then, see you.